So as the company gave permission for the private workers also, but the employers who were permanently appointed, they started taking corruption and they started working by illegal means. This was the initiation of corruption in India. In India, before British rule, there was no corruption. There was no corruption, no corruption in India. No illegal methods was employed in India. No illegal methods was utilized, adopted, used in India. The illegal method, the illegal means, the illegal source, and the source of the source of corruption was first implemented in India by British. So to control this, in 1773, the government of England implemented Regulating Act in India. Okay, England government, they implemented one act. The act is called as Regulating Act in India in 1773. The aim of the Regulating Act was, as the name suggests, to enforce control. What do you mean by enforce control? Enforce control means to observe the activity of employers, what they are doing, how they how they are performing their duty, how they are working, how legally they are working, right? How dedicated they are, how dominated they are. So in 1800, Lord Cornwallis opened the Fort William College in Calcutta for the benefit of people aspiring to join civil services. The people of British as well as Indians, for the sake of education for the people of British as well as Indians, Lord Cornwallis started a college, Fort William College, in Calcutta in 1800, almost 220 years back. I hope now also the college is working in West Bengal, I expect. This college was the first college to get education of civil services. But this initiation did not find support from the directors of East India Company. As a result, all the appointments till 1853 were done by the directors. The purpose to start this college was to appoint the people for civil services. And now at today's date, civil service is the most and very most top, very very top post in India. At education level, civil service is very top post in India, very high post in India. The examination conducted for this is the top most toughest examination in India. Very tough examination in India. So after the appointment for civil services jobs were under control of East India Company. Later on, it then gets converted to appointment as per the examination. But before, the appointments was under control of East India Company. Okay. And later on in 1853, the appointments for civil services were done through examination. But these appointments of civil services doesn't support Indians very much, because as you know, India was very backward in education, very backward. There was no education system in India, schooling system, college system, universities. No, there was no schools, no colleges, no universities in India before British rule. No, so there was no education, and civil service is that field wherein you must and should have all kind of education of every field. You must have education of every field. You should have knowledge in each and every field. It is very vast education, very vast syllabus. So because of this, Indians were lacking behind in getting educated, because they were uneducated, they were illiterate. Though they know only to agriculture their land, irrigate their land, do agriculture and have their eatings. But so because of this, Indians were appointed on very low posts: workers, helpers, clerks, peons, laborers, etc., etc. And because of this, the Lord Cornwallis stated a sentence about Indians that all the natives of Hindustan are completely corrupt. As a result, only lower grade jobs were given to Indians. Indians. This was the about civil services. Now the judicial system. A new judicial system was started from finding roots when the British rule in began taking over the Mughal rule. After the Battle of Buxar, as we have read in our the previous chapter regarding Battle of Buxar, the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam handed over the Diwani rights, the authority to collect land taxes to the British. When British were very new in this India, at that time also, the collecting of land taxes were under control of Mughal emperors, but they handed over their department to British rule. They given the department to British rule and said, you only rule this department. With this, dual administration came under effect in Bengal region. This is called the dual government. Under this dual government means some departments were given to British and some departments were still ruling by Mughal emperors. Okay, what that departments were, the dual government under this, the authority to collect the land taxes, civil and judiciary were given to Indian officials, whereas the British retained the authority of maintaining the revenue collection. The the Indian employees who were working under the British rule, they were given the authority to collect land taxes and civil and judiciary departments. Okay, whereas the British were enjoying their authority on revenue collection. Other types of collection. Revenue means other kind of business taxes, property taxes, etc., etc. Later on, British thought of bringing more centralized judicial system in India. With the implementation of this system, the British overtook the authority of the Mughal and established their supremacy in India. This was attained by implementing new judicial system in India. Till now also, Mughal emperor were enjoying their authority, the domination on civil and judicial. But what British did, the British was not just satisfied with their authorities. They wished to expand their authorities, so they dominated. They attacked on the departments and they took over the under control from the Mughal emperor. The Department of Judicial, the judicial department they took from the Mughal emperor. They took back from they fetched back from the Mughal emperor. They snatched from the Mughal emperor. So this was about the judicial system. And according to the administrative plan devised by Baron Hastings gave an administrative plan who took over the administration as governor. He was appointed as a governor in 1772. Governor of British rule governor in 1772. He implemented two types of courts.